Welcome to Film Bluffs, a place for free-range, non-GMO, dog water opinions. So come on in, take a seat, and let's make fun of the kid with no internet. Alright, music has faded in, and welcome back once again, Jabronacrons. We're here with another pants-shittingly good episode of Film Bluffs. As always, I'm your host, Jobe. Sorry, I thought Marshall was going to go next.
No, it's always you, man.
Oh, well. Hey, guys. I just want to take a quick moment to say, I'm Trace.
And I'm Marshall. And this last week, we watched 8 Crazy Freaky Nights, which is crazy, huh? This is the first time I've ever seen this movie. You know what? I take that back. I feel like I saw part of this movie because I remembered a lady with a very distinguishable feature way back in the day. I might have been in like elementary school hanging out with this kid and his like older brother, and he's like, I'm watching this, and he puts this on, and I only remember like one part of it, which is the lady with a very distinguishing feature.
Marshall is pointing out the woman who has 3.
Come on, man. I gotta edit that out, probably.
I'm fine.
You can say,
People
look, we got 3 on this show right now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
But
look,
that's the only part I remember, and it felt like a fever dream, and then I watched this movie, and it also felt like a fever dream. So I think I might have seen part of it, if that counts, but
Marshall
I thought it was fun. The deer, the reindeer.
the deer were funny.
The deer, voiced by Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Everything was voiced by Adam Sandler.
Alright, no, but okay, Jobe, like, presented this to me a couple weeks ago when we talked about it as if the entire movie was just Adam Sandler doing the voiceover. And I'm like, surely that's not true. And it's not. Rob Schneider's in it.
Yeah. And it's like was it Polar Express that Tom Hanks did a lot of the voices?
Yeah.
He wasn't
It's probably like 80% Adam Sandler, and then his wife and kids are in it, so that's like another like 0.56% because, you know, the kids have a bit of Adam Sandler in them.
It wasn't his kids.
Well,
Is it not?
No, because
it's just his wife.
him and
Who's Jared Sandler?
they weren't even. That's his dad.
That's not... That Stanley Sandler is probably his dad. Jared Sandler is not his dad.
That's his cousin. That's his nephew.
That could be true.
This has been recently gaining... Well, I guess it probably fell out with how the internet and, you know, how stuff is viral these days. I think it was like a couple weeks ago, the last song, the I can't think of it.
Oh, the Bitty Bitty Bum.
Yeah, that one was like really popular on TikTok for like a week, and then it like died off. And that's what kind of got me thinking we should do this. But so I've been stewing on that, letting it marinate, and I think I think it was a good pick here, Joe. I think you did a good job for Christmas, Hanukkah, all that fun jazz. Trace, Joe, what were your thoughts on the movie?
Dylan and Cole Sprouse were in it. So that's
Really?
pretty cool.
That's who?
The KB Toy Soldier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's epic. Dude, our son made it.
Dylan Sprouse.
Only one person will get that.
Yep.
And it's nobody who listens to this podcast. Hey, gang. Actually, Trace, why don't you say your thing, and then I'll say my thing, and then I'll go over the movie real quick.
What thing did I have to say?
Just get
What'd you think of the movie?
Oh, it was pretty funny. I enjoyed it, and I had a good chuckle, and there was a nice heart-touching, heartwarming moment where I went, oh.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Don't you consider this like the Jewish Grinch?
See, I was actually going to bring that up later.
I'm pretty sure the Grinch is the Jewish Grinch.
I think this is the only Jewish movie ever. Every other holiday like movie is solely Christmas or New Year's, and this is like a not Christian holiday.
One movie out there that is Jewish.
No.
I can't think of one. But I'm betting you that there's a movie out there that has
No,
that is
'cause
Jewish.
we
Boy in the
think-
striped pajamas. That's Jewish.
Well, I mean
Yes.
about a Jewish faith or holiday of sorts, because like we talked about it in a few movies where all of the religious horror movies are all Catholic based because the lore is way more fun than Christianity or like Methodist or anything like that. This is like the only Jewish movie I've ever seen happen, unless you count Passion of the
The
Christ.
Fiddler on the Roof.
I've never seen it.
Hold on, I got something else.
But is that about
There's a movie-
Hanukkah?
There's a movie just called Hanukkah.
Oh,
it's
for
rated
real?
R.
Oh fuck, for real? What is it?
Why is it rated
I'll
R?
probably say fuck.
I don't know. There's this movie called The Hebrew Hammer.
That's pretty cool.
You know,
I feel like a Hanukkah
Marshall,
movies.
we could reach out to one of our old friends.
I guess the
who
night before is technically.
happens to be Jewish, and maybe ask him what he watches during the
one?
Hanukkah season.
Oh, Zach?
No way, An American Tale is Jewish.
Oh yeah, I guess that is tech. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are
remember-
Jewish
remember when
mice
Jay said
fleeing
something?
Russia.
What did I say?
I when Trey said something about, there's no Hanukkah movies. And
Okay,
then-
I wouldn't
you had
call
to-
an American.
you had to
An American
look it up.
Tale is not.
If we had no internet and I said there's no Jewish movies, you would have been like, yeah, that's right. I can't think of
immediately
any.
said Boy
Like-
in the Striped Pajamas.
That's
That's
more of a
not-
World War II thing.
Yeah, it's a historical drama.
Yeah.
What Hanukkah movie?
Yeah, exactly.
What a
There's
nice
like 6 of them.
Hanukkah.
The Night Before is technically, I guess, it has Hanukkah in it, but I still think it's
All right,
like
this
the night
guy,
before
he's
Christmas
got
or
an
something.
idea that Spaceballs is a Hanukkah movie. Hold on.
Well, while
It's definitely Jewish.
while you go, it's Jewish.
It's Jewish.
While you go over that little fan theory, why don't I just tell our audience kind of a brief gist of what happens in this movie? So this is an animated flick. We follow this 30-year-old jackass named Davy Stone, played by Adam Sandler. And, it's the first night of Hanukkah, and he's causing a ruckus in the town because he hates the holidays. And just before he gets sentenced to prison, a nice little old man named Whitey Duvall, also voiced by Adam Sandler, comes to his aid and says, hey, we'll get to doing the funny voices later. He says, hey, let me take care of Davey for a while. I've got a way with people. I bet I can make him an upstanding gentleman. And then the courts are like, okay, yeah, get after it, kid. After a terrible night of reffing youth league basketball, Davey and Whitey find themselves at the mall, where Whitey tries to connect with Davey a little bit. They meet Jennifer, Davey's friend / love interest from school, who now just recently moved back to their hometown with her son. She's raising him as a single mom because her husband left for some woman that he met on the computer.
On the computer.
Anyway, Davey continues to be a dickhead for a while until one night he finds himself, him, Whitey, and Benjamin, Jennifer's son, are at the basketball courts, and then they play a game of 2-on-2, first to 5. A loser has to eat a big fat man's jockstrap. Adam Sandler, or Davey, wins with the help of Benjamin. He teaches Benjamin cool swear words, to which Jennifer says, what the fuck? And leaves with her boy. And then we sing a nice touching song about how shitty Davey is. And then he gets home to his trailer being burned down by the guy he beat at basketball. So now Davey has to live with Whitey and his sister Eleanor. We sing a fun song about how you gotta follow the rules of a house. They all become best friends until one day at the skating rink, Whitey gets into Davey's tragic backstory. Ooh, his parents died when he was 12. And Davey he loses his fucking gourd, man. He's just like, you know what, Whitey? You know that patch you want to win that requires the town's vote? You'll never win that, because you're ugly. No, that's a actual line that I think hits hard. He's like, nobody in this town even knows you exist. And then Davy goes and gets plastered. He breaks into the mall. Whitey and Eleanor go to the banquet where they announce the winner of the patch is not Whitey. It's John Lovitz.
Oh, yeah, Tom something.
Yeah, Tom Balthazar or some shit like that.
Oh,
anyway,
that sounds right.
It's Belzier or something.
Anyway, Adam Sandler then, like, he gets an epiphany. He's like, oh, wait, my parents wouldn't want me to be a shithead. And so he's on the run. And then he's like, wait, it's a Hanukkah miracle. This Greyhound bus exploded, and now I gotta go to the banquet to apologize to Whitey. So he goes there just in time to see Whitey lose, and then he's like, ah, shit, I gotta rally this town. So he bursts into the banquet hall, and he's like, listen, you... I can't say that. Listen, you... Listen, I got swept up in the moment.
At least he's conscious of it. It's an immediate. I can't say.
Well, now you said it.
Well, I assume this is all getting cut.
Nah. This is gold. This is comedy gold. Anyway, Adam Sandler bursts in. He says, "Oi, you goyams! Listen here. Whitey is a goddamn saint, and you're gonna give him the respect he deserves. Listen to my song, Bum Bitty 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 Bum Bum." We then cut over to the mall. Whitey's saying, I think everyone in this town hates me. I might go to Florida, where at least it's excusable that nobody knows me. And then Davy's like, hey, you did good, Whitey. And then everyone shows up and like, hey, Whitey, have our patches. We all love you now. And then it's kind of a little bit of a tearjerker at the end when he's like, my dream is to have somebody wish me a happy Hanukkah and have it feel as good as when my dad used to say it to me. And then he says it and they hug it, and then they break the tension, thankfully, with a well-placed joke about his imaginary wife.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, movie ends. Whitey has the best seizure of his life. Adam Sandler sings the third Hanukkah song, and that's it. Roll Tide.
Jobe, your Adam Sandler impression was really good there.
Yeah.
But I need to hear your Whitey Duvall impression because he's got a very distinct way of speaking. If you haven't seen the movie, and it's very interesting.
Part of the fear is I don't know if that's going to peak the mic because it's a very high
shrill.
Just
don't scream.
What should I say?
It's a technical foul.
You have to say.
Wait, say you're waiting for them to play Gangnam Style.
wait, you gotta cue me in.
Hey, Whitey, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just waiting for them to play Gangnam Style.
I love Whitey.
That's perfect. No notes.
Adam does a good. Adam Sandler does a good Whitey.
I gotta say, real quick. So I mentioned earlier that Whitey is sharing Davy's backstory, and it's a really fucking tragic thing to imagine. A 12-year-old boy suddenly losing both of his parents.
Right after, like, winning the basketball game.
And, like, he won it for them and everything and all this shit. It's really sad. But at the same time, it's Whitey explaining it. So you have to listen to, he's just a 12-year-old boy. He lost both his parents. They were down by 38
and
points.
The worst part of it is David's like, hey, can we not talk about it? Because, like, I'm still not over, my parents fucking dying. And Whitey Duvall just keeps going on. Oh, it's tragic. His parents died and left him alone forever.
I feel like that's pretty accurate to old people. Old people love oversharing.
Yeah, if it's not something that has to do with them at all, and they're not sad, they don't give a shit. They're like,
it's kids!
In your
head. Like, the sister that he's telling the story to, it's Whitey Duvall's sister, she's heard this story probably like 45 times because they live together. So like, this isn't new news in my mind.
No, but I imagine she's forgotten. Yeah.
Nah.
And he's telling her again. Or he's just like,
he's also forgotten.
For the audience.
Or, how about this? At the time, Whitey was like, I can't tell this story. It's not my place to say.
Honestly, I can.
And then there was 30 years later, and he's like, you know what? Fuck it.
He's like, so did anything fun happen at the game tonight? No, nothing fun happened, but I can't tell you what did.
It sounds like you're
Also,
Donnie.
Whitey Duvall should not be alive. He definitely should have died sometime. Like, he got frozen out in the winter, covered in shit.
He's an immortal being.
He's got so many medical issues. You see how hairy his ass was? Like, it was a carpet.
He got struck by lightning once.
He's like fucking... Was it King Tutankhamun? Was that one of the ones that had a club foot? Yeah, he's like that, but little white Jewish guy.
He's not Jewish.
He's not?
No.
No, in the courtroom scene, he says, Happy Hanukkah to you! And then the guy says, I'm not Jewish. He's like, neither am I, but that doesn't stop me from celebrating.
He just likes to be inclusive.
Yeah,
My bad. That's on me.
Why he just likes other people's cultures, but not enough to, like, misappropriate it.
Exactly. He's an appreciator.
Yeah. He's a holiday connoisseur.
I like the tactical comedic seizure every now and then. Like, it was tastefully done, you know?
Is that right?
I got trouble.
Like, you get one while he's, like, coaching. He's like, it's okay to lose. And then you have one at the end. Like, I knew it was coming, but I'm like, man, if he has a seizure, it's gonna be so good. And then he has a seizure, but he's so happy. You're like,
I like it when they start by scaring. Do they scare Eleanor first?
Eleanor.
They scare Eleanor, and she also has a seizure. And then while they're having their fun, like, bonding moments, Eleanor and Davy also scare Whitey, and he has a seizure. And they're like, look at him go, he's doing his thing again.
Dude. It was a fun
Marshall.
movie. No, it gets a lot of chuckles from me every now and then.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, Marshall, when Whitey took his shot in the basketball game and immediately got the ball stuffed back in his face. Because when I thought, what's going to be a scene in this movie that Marshall loses his shit at, that was like the first thing that came to my mind.
Dude, the fact that he hit him and he just got crumpled instantly.
He was like a fucking slinky or like a spring because he like goes down and then comes up and then falls.
It was so good. That one was really good. Like I said, I didn't care for like seeing the reindeer and seeing them smile with like shit in their teeth. That one was a little gross.
No, okay.
When they did the pyramid to hide Daisy from the top, that was good. I'm like, oh, what are they gonna do? Like, just kind of like stand in front of them, you know? And they're just like, I'm like, all right.
No,
I love the response from the police officer. It's like, you see anything? He's like, just some deer doing a pyramid.
It's nothing. It's gone. No, I will say there's one part of this movie I actually do kind of hate of it because it's fucking disgusting for no reason. Where they're all like, I don't know if they're crying or if they're just laughing or what. No, it's when they're laughing. I think the kids like nose, like they all start like. It looks like they're throwing up, but like out their nose. Like there's just so much mucus, and then it cuts to the deer outside, all laying on the ground, and they're just like projectile shitting.
That's one of the ones that you're just like, ew, that's unnecessary.
It's definitely when you try to describe it or even think back on, you're like, is this movie actually good?
And then Rob Schneider's character is like, while all this is going on and everybody's laughing, his head is repeatedly slamming the table and going up and down. That part was kind of funny though. I'll give it that one.
So there's good comedy pieces.
Yes,
what y'all think of the songs? Like I said, the Bitty Bitty Bum Bum one at the end was like,
I mean, that's
a little bit of a bop.
Yeah, that one was definitely. Actually, I don't know if that one's the best. It's up there with Technical Foul. Technical Foul is really good.
I like the first song though, where he's singing about winning the patch at the All-Star banquet.
Yeah, that one's good.
Specifically, I just love the line. It's like, they'll laugh and they'll dance and they'll pee in their pants.
That's really good.
Like, yeah, all the songs are like pretty good. There's none of them that are like lame. You know, the ones that like you know, like if you have a playlist and you put it on shuffle and you get to a song that's shuffled in and you just go, I was really hoping it wasn't gonna be this. There's none of those, you know. They're all like enjoyable to get shuffled onto. You know what I'm saying? But you don't
Also-
have the heart to like take it off the
Right?
playlist.
Yeah,
you know?
no. That's most of my playlists. Because I haven't
Like you've been
updated
good to me for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all bops. I think Sandler is actually pretty talented musically.
Yeah, it turns out him as an actor is pretty good. I never really thought of him much of as an actor, but
I mean, he sells it when he's when he busts in the mall and he's just like, "Why you little boy's pissing in his blankie? Oh shit!" I love his delivery
that's
of
not
that.
getting picked up. No, I think
Hey,
like,
you know what, Marshall? Go fuck yourself.
whoa.
Yeah, he's a good singer for this, and you don't have to be like great. You don't have to be like blowing the socks off. You just have to carry a tune, and he does it. But with his voice, it kind of just sounds like he's doing a bit the whole time, and he is with everybody, all his characters that he plays in this movie. So it's just like, oh, this is a fun song, and it's like comedic. But then he's also got some like heavy hitters that you're like, damn, this is like kind of sad, like. But I didn't know he also voiced Why You Duvall, and then I heard him speak, and I'm like, oh, that's Adam Sandler doing his high-pitched Adam Sandler voice, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then Eleanor.
Yeah, he
is
also
that,
does Eleanor.
but I don't know, a little denasaled.
A little. Yeah. Well, it's I feel like it's a little bassier, but a little bit more nasal.
I will say one of my favorite lines, and this is one I've watched this movie a bunch, by the way, for the two people who listen. One of you already knows this about me, but I've seen this movie a lot. But the line that I think that like I didn't remember actually caught me off guard this time is, so Davy's trailer gets burned down, and the only thing he can save is an unopened Hanukkah card he got from his parents back when he was 12, 18 years ago. He gets to Whitey's house, and Eleanor's freaking out because she's never had a stranger over. And she's like, "Look, he stole something already! He's hiding it in his jacket!" And he's like, I didn't steal this, it's a card from my parents." And she's like, "Well, why don't you stay with them?" "They died." "My bad." Like, the timing on it all is just...
Dude, like, they really went into this and said, we need to make Whitey and Eleanor just the most, like, weirdest fucking people. Like, I don't know how to describe this besides, like, it seems like this would be a character I'd make in a D&D game. Just
absolutely.
The most unlikable person, but you gotta love them kind of thing.
Wait, Marshall, I have a great idea for our next D&D game.
Alright, I need y'all to make a Jewish character, and I need y'all to be assholes.
Alright,
wow.
Mine's the guy from Spaceballs. I can't remember his name all of a sudden.
Rick Moranis?
No, I was about to say yes.
Mel Brooks?
That one. I will say, I think I misheard the movie at one point. I thought Whitey said he had two fraternal twins. And then for like 20 minutes after Eleanor, I was waiting to meet the second one until we get to the picture of those two together. And I went, that makes sense now because they have the opposite cleft feet.
I don't even know where you'd hear that.
Yeah, at one point he says he has, I think he's talking to, Benjamin and his mom, and he says something about it's because his sister is diabetic, and I thought he said both his fraternal sisters are diabetic.
I like that scene when they're like he's repping the first basketball game and Whitey Duvall is just like shambling across the court. Dude, and then Adam Sandler, Davey was just being such a dick to that fat kid. It was so mean, but it was so funny.
That's so good. Like, no offense to any fat.
Wow, that kid, because he's fat. Look at a fucking bra.
No offense to any fat basketball players out there, but you do always have that one fat kid.
Yeah, who else is going to post up?
It's so good.
I do love it. It's like, alright, game's over because no one wants to see an old man die. Fatty's team loses because I want to see him cry again.
And then we see him later on in Victoria's Secret putting on a bra, and the fucking lady puts him out for it, and he cries again. Like, what the fuck?
And then we never see him again.
No, but like,
he doesn't make amends with like anybody except Whitey,
because he doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't even make amends with Eleanor. I think he just
she's tacked on there a little bit. It's like,
I mean, dude, I feel like he didn't do that much to Eleanor. Like, he was kind of a dick on the first day, but like the montage we see, like, he kind of like turned around pretty quick, like, being not a dick.
The only bad thing is he rips off her wig and goes, "You're bald!" and throws it away. He
gets her like, what's her name? One wig that she wanted back anyway. So yeah, that's whatever, true. You know,
her Liz Taylor wig
is her name Jennifer? Jennifer. He doesn't even. So they get together at the end, but he doesn't really make amends with her either. He just cries, and she goes, "Finally."
Well, I think the whole thing is like she's been seeing him like act a little better.
Well, yeah, like, but he never like apologizes to her. But to be fair, I will say, other than just being a general asshole, he doesn't do anything necessarily wrong to her. He's just a 12-year-old boy whose parents were just brutally killed in a car accident, and she goes, "Hey, I'm really sorry, I don't know what to say." And he goes, "Don't say anything. Leave me alone." Like, how do you expect a 12-year-old kid to respond? Well, he's now a foster child.
I think it's the fact that he did that at 12 and then didn't do anything for like 20 years.
Well, yeah, because he's depressed still.
Yeah, but they have stuff for that. Medicine.
Yeah, but he was in the foster care system. They don't give a shit.
Monkey.
Foster care doesn't give a shit about their kids. They're not going to give them any medical attention.
But once he's not a foster kid, you can go get depression medicine, or you can just buy a bunch of alcohol, I guess.
6 years
on your bill.
That's 6 years of stuff set in, and he's just like, fuck it.
This is a public service announcement. You can change your life at any point. You don't have to wait for anything.
I'm
you
not
just
going
do
to
it right now.
Thanks, Marshall.
No problem, champ.
He called you champ. How does that make you feel?
Pretty cool, I get.
His heart's all warm now.
I told you we ordered pizza and the guy called me Big Dog.
Yeah, I thought he called you boss.
Saga. Oh yeah, it was boss.
I was one of those too. It was called me boss.
Well, I'm challenging the validity of this story.
No, he said boss.
I don't know about that.
I should have changed my socks before coming here.
Why?
I work up a bit of a schwitz at work.
Schwitz?
What a topical word.
Let me tell you guys something that's pretty sad.
High of 29 degrees tomorrow.
So, I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely fucking lose my shit every time we get to the scene in the mall and we have that dorky song with all the brands.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, that wasn't an endorsement deal. In fact, they didn't ask any of those companies permissions to use their brands in that movie. They just threw them in.
That's very Adam Sandler.
But can you just use like the parody law with them? Like, no, we're doing a bit of it. You know, it's a bit.
I don't know. It implies that GNC watches Victoria's Secret sleep.
Yeah.
Which is probably pretty accurate.
If you change the panda to a red panda, can you get away with parody in the Panda Express?
I don't know. The movie's still available to watch, so I'm assuming it hasn't been taken down anywhere. But no.
Tubi.
The thing that was sad is he gets his Christmas card, right, and he hears his parents sing to him.
Hanukkah
card.
Or fuck me,
Beyond the grave.
Yeah. Well, first of all, that song on its own is very sad.
Yeah,
I think, and then like it's finally the shit that makes Davey break down. And we're all strong masculine men here. We're all familiar with that feeling of finally breaking down your emotional walls.
We've watched About Time Together. It's okay.
What?
We've watched About Time Together. It's okay. You don't have to pretend.
Dude, I will never suggest that movie for this podcast because it'll just be an hour of me whinging.
Yeah.
About Time is very good.
We should watch... Because Marshall wasn't there that night, was he?
No,
I get left out all the cool guys.
You were off kissing your now wife.
Yeah, congratulations.
You don't get to pull the you left me out thing.
Do you want me to invite you over when I went and kissed my dead girlfriend?
Yes.
Hey, Joe feels lonely.
I had a ton of friends. You were the one who just
We should watch that when we go down.
I don't want
watch you
to.
cry.
Anyway.
We can watch Spirit.
Oh, God.
and then after about
No. We still need to watch.
Everybody cries.
It needs to be B movie.
Well, that happens. That's like
anyway.
So we can
Can we watch B movie in Spanish?
Yeah, I won't understand any of it.
Anyway,
Except LB.
It's not, B is not B in Spanish.
is his name in Spanish Harry Seinfeld?
No. I'm actually curious because B in America is BEE. What's the Spanish word for the letter B? Like, how would you say B in Spanish? Is that true?
What?
Like in the Spanish alphabet.
What's the letter B?
Yeah, like how?
B.
Okay, is it the B movie? Like, is B?
No, it's not referring to the fucking letter.
Well, that's why I was curious. It's the same sound.
It's a proper noun.
No, okay, but bee is like a honeybee in Spanish. What would that be?
Abeja.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Wow. So, I don't know.
Anyways, Joe was gonna say something before Trace interrupted.
You interrupted, I think. I can't remember actually.
We got off on
I've lost the thread of it. But I'm gonna
there.
commercial for it.
What I was going to say is that he gets the Hanukkah card. His parents sing to him. It's very sad. What makes that extra sad is that it actually is Adam Sandler's parents singing.
Who are now dead.
His dad died a few months later.
There you go. I didn't know that little.
Say that to me.
I didn't know that little tidbit, but watching that is when I went Jobe cried during this.
Listen, man, it's just I can't watch it now without thinking it's like, oh man, Adam made this role so his dad could sing a Hanukkah song to him before he passed,
And he did.
and he did.
No, he died.
And so that's why this movie is now extra sad to me.
Because what if Jobe's dad was dead?
What if?
Shut up. I know what you're doing.
What am I doing? Oh.
I hate to say it.
Which is really funny because I was actually thinking about Matt Smith's dead dad today.
I hate to say it, but I am going to lay it all out on the table here. But our number one fan, who shall remain nameless.
Me.
No, the one who actually listens to all our episodes.
Yeah, but I've watched. I listened to them like 3 or 4 times.
I listen to them raw and uncut, dog.
Yeah, well, the one who listens to them circumcised.
Yep.
He was just, I'll just say he was waiting for that bit to come.
Oh, yeah?
It's the highlight of his afternoon.
He loves it, and I want you to know, sir, Dad, that I would love nothing more for it to come back. I get yelled at and ridiculed every time I try to revive the bit.
That is just not true.
It is. Go back and watch any of them after Matt Smith's dad dead.
Stated that we had entirely new bits from Scare by Scare.
Yeah, but that's just not happened.
We've done
that's not
bits.
true.
I can't wait to rebrand again in April.
No, we're not rebranding again.
April, you've already planned it. What are we going to? Comedies?
Anyway,
K-dramas.
Hey, so this seems a good as time as any to swing into our patent and Capri Sun break. While we're there, I want to leave you with this. Do you like Uncrustables? What's your favorite flavor? Let us know.
New Uncrustable breaks? Part of our rebrand?
Dude, I don't think I've ever had an Uncrustable.
That's funny.
Alright, we cut there.
Yeah,
Why are there
don't
2
think I've
Martin
ever had an
Luther King
Uncrustable.
Jr. days?
That's the answer to the question.
Guys.
So if you're out there really just yearning to know if your favorite host, do we consider ourselves Jabronocrons or trust the audience?
I think it's like a Joe Bro Nikon.
Well, I mean, it's like Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is still a Prime, but he's also an Autobot.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, so you're three. We can call ourselves like the Jabronocron Primes. I think that works. I'm the coolest one. Y'all are the other two.
Let's be
Your
honest.
favorite
You're
Jabronocron.
Megatron.
Yeah.
I wanna be Bumblebee.
No, Joe could be fucking Starscream.
Megatron.
Let's suck
And
this
Jason
planet
Brown
dry! I wanna be Omnicron.
You mean Unicron?
No.
Okay.
You can be fucking.
I'm worried about there's not.
Mongus.
Actually, there's
Who was the
there's
real
probably-
boy in the movie?
Oh, Daniel?
I want to be Daniel. I want to just torn limb from limb and then eat out RC.
Transform! And then all his bones start shattering.
We'll get to that one eventually.
So
Anyway,
you gotta watch Transformers 1. It's fantastic.
Omnicron
Anyway,
is a symptom.
why do I get to watch it?
You can't do it.
you can watch it too.
Okay.
Well, Marshall, you
so
pick
eight
it and
crazy-
watch it.
8 Crazy Nights.
Why didn't you want to get political?
Hey,
To a freaky
Marshall.
guy like me, these are just 8 regular nights.
He's been dying. He's been
You know what? It was all to the audience. Marshall hyped this bit up to us before we started recording.
No, I didn't hype it up.
He asked permission to say
if
it.
we could do it as a bit.
He asked if he was allowed to do that joke.
Can I tell the kids that, like, this is just 8 regular nights to a guy like me or something?
And it
Hey, you know what?
Didn't it?
It was pretty
It's
good.
like, it's just cute that you feel the need to ask that, and then I'll accidentally drop a sea sucker. If you know what I mean.
Like the ocean?
No.
Like which, like the Red Sea? Or
fuck off!
Are we considering this a Hanukkah movie or
Yes!
Christmas? Santa shows up.
It's a holiday movie.
Yeah, but he rips the beard off Santa, and then
Yeah, but then there's but then what about those people that think Die Hard's a Christmas movie? You know what I'm saying?
those people are fucking assholes who just want to raise their one eyebrow at the dinner table, like, you know, my favorite Christmas movie is done. It doesn't thematically follow Christmas,
But-
asshole.
You, Job. It has to be a movie
It's just a
about the
regular
holiday.
8
It can't
nights.
just
What?
He said to
have
you.
a holiday.
Oh, Marshall.
Yeah, it's like
It would be like saying that every Harry Potter movie is also by proxy a Christmas movie because it goes throughout the year and Christmas happens.
yeah, or like,
Go on.
I don't know. It's like it's like, what if you said Spider-Man? Spider-Man's a historical drama because it takes place in New York and there's a lot of history there. It's not about the history of New York. It's about Tobey Maguire beating the fuck out of some
Doesn't have to be
paparazzi.
Tobey Maguire.
Huh?
It doesn't have to be Tobey Maguire.
It does.
Honestly, I'd prefer it if it were.
What's y'all's least favorite Christmas holiday movie?
Ooh. Least favorite.
I'm gonna say besides like the really shit ones, like Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. That's just
Okay, let's not.
I've never seen that.
Let's take it easy on Grandma.
Wait, you actually like that movie?
It's funny. They have a really funny song about beating the shit out of and suing Santa.
Oh my god.
Okay,
It's great.
maybe if you're not Trace, but I just assumed nobody liked that movie. Apologies.
No, it's not the strongest, but it is fun. God, this is gonna get me fucking persecuted. Home Alone. I don't get it. I don't think they're that great of movies.
I think it's all right.
Yeah,
It's not like for me. It's not like a quintessential.
right.
Christmas
It's not
movie.
groundbreaking, and also they do like what 2 more, and it's just the
Oh,
same
they do
fucking
way
premise. Who gives a
Well,
shit?
they only did one more with Macaulay Culkin.
That's true. And then they do a whole remake or something. But it's like, aha, we made a sequel and we fucking left him again.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
what
a big
about
fan of? Can I say it? Or
Are you gonna say Elf?
I'm not a big. I'm not
Elf.
a big fan of Elf.
I could see it in your mouth. I can understand that. It's also not as strong as people want it to be. I feel like it's nostalgic for people.
Will Ferrell as the elf gets a little obnoxious. You start to understand why
yes, he
it
does.
I have a similar but opposite problem. I feel like Will Ferrell's the only enjoyable part of that movie, and everything else is just kind of whatever, boring.
It depends on the scene for me.
I mean, who's the one bitch?
Oh,
Pretend I didn't say
Zooey
bitch.
Deschanel.
Zooey Deschanel.
She's a quirky girl, isn't she?
Yeah, she's cute.
I have to whisper this. My wife really likes the Christmas Story movie, and I just don't get it.
It's
Like,
Never seen it.
It's boring. I'm sorry, Matt.
You want to know what a good Christmas movie is?
Screwed.
Klaus.
Oh, yeah, I only saw part of it. I'm sorry. I only watched like the back half when you were watching it, but from what I saw, it was good.
Wait, do you remember Jack Frost?
I do, but
Like the Santa Clauses? Or are you talking about like...
no,
like
the
Jack-
one
like
where
Jack Frost.
Jack
What-
Nicholson dies and becomes
Michael
Keaton
Keaton
dies and becomes a
and
snowman.
then he hangs out with his son because he now has time after not work. He dies in like a horrible car accident, and then turns into a snowman.
He
and
dies
hangs out
after a
with-
brutal accident, reunites with his son, and goes, "Son, let me tell you, you better start praying, because I've come to you from hell."
He walks in and goes, "I'm your dead dad."
Shut up.
Your dad's dead.
As a kid, we always watched the Rankin and Bass like Rudolph movie, and I think like it's short and it's just fun. You know,
Yeah.
you get some fun songs. It obviously it looks like it doesn't like
It's
look
dated.
fantastic. It's cute. It's adorable.
Yes. I like those movies because of their length, because there's only a little bit of that I can stand. And I
Yeah.
feel like it's a good sweet spot. Also, the Heat Miser and Snow Miser song, pretty fucking good.
Yes, Joe.
I like Frosty the Snowman 2, Frosty's Return, because they got John Goodman to voice Frosty in that one.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
I've seen the
Oh,
first
it's
one for
great.
sure.
The whole crux of the movie is this madman, this absolute bastard. He invents a spray that eliminates snow.
Oh no!
It's
but
probably just
the
salt
snowman
water
is-
now that I think
Okay.
about it.
What do you guys think about Charlie Brown Christmas?
Love it.
It's pretty good.
Absolutely adore it.
I think it's it's
It's
another
so fun.
it's another one of those things that like it's the length. It's a perfect length for it.
Yes.
Like it doesn't overstay its welcome. I think it's a good.
Like those like older Christmas movies, like the Rudolph,
Yeah.
Frosty, Grinch, the animated one. They're like perfect length.
They're all
They get their point across.
Year Without Santa Claus is
You
good.
know, they're just like fun. They really. It just feels like Christmas. There's no stretch, right? It's simple.
Yeah, it's-
Christmas.
Naughty Nine.
It's kind of like hearing the old Christmas songs. Like, obviously they're dated or
Oh,
what have you, but
You get,
it's
like,
not Christmas
Nat King
without
Cole
them.
coming in. You know, you got Nat King Cole coming in. You're like, oh yeah, chestnuts are in fact roasting by the fire. This is fantastic.
It's crazy. I never thought I'd see walnuts there, or chestnuts. Fuck, I fucked it up, and I'm gonna do it now.
So back to 8 very
Wacky,
freaky nights.
crazy, stupid, dumb,
But
cool nights.
To me, they're just
right. To,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Marshall,
sure.
back to the
We
8
get it.
nights.
Well, to you they're 8 days because you're not Jewish.
That's true.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands.
let me tell you,
it has Christmas in it.
I'm a reasonable man. I can recognize that this movie has some flaws. Like,
yeah.
we kind of touched on it, but the turn that Davy has from being a complete prick to being best friends with Whitey and Eleanor happens really fast.
In the montage, yeah.
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 I mean, he's
well,
still kind of a dick. Like, you can sense there's underlying tones, but like, he's still like cordial with them. You know, he's nice. He's helping them out.
I think it's that he's having, like, he started it off by making fun of them, but he ended up finding out, oh shit, this is actually kind of fun. He just had to introduce, like, the spirit of the holidays in his way, and in his way it's, I gotta make fun of these fucking freaks because they're weird and disgusting, and then in the middle of it he's kind of like, okay, fine, I'm having a good time, and then the positivity got to him, and he's like, I'm a
I
change
don't
man
know
now.
if it was just me, like if it was me on the internet, but there's sometimes like the mouth didn't match up to what the word was. I felt like.
Well, we
being
watched the dub.
well, I think also you have that shitty feature on most TVs where they will interpolate frames to try to smooth the picture out.
But it doesn't always.
And on animations in particular, it looks really bad. So that could have
I
been.
just think animation
Therefore, he is.
Nice.
was like the best animation I've ever seen, but like it was all right. It wasn't outstanding animation for a Christmas movie, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what year this came out. Like what 2008 for 8 Crazy Nights.
Nice.
2002 for
Really? Okay.
Two Towers Gone.
Dude, what else came out in 2002 that I can equate this to?
Jack and the Beanstalk.
2002
Giant Slayer.
movies.
Little Nicky.
Spirit. Okay. Come on. 2002, guys. Come on. What are we? Come on.
Alright.
Treasure Planet.
This is crazy.
Leland Scooby-Doo.
2002.
Ice Age, Scooby-Doo. Damn, 2002 was stacked!
Dude, if you look up Star Wars Episode 2.
Hell yeah.
If you look up 2002 movies, it tells you top 2002 movie. It's like The Time Machine and then Spider. And I'm like, these are interesting movies. This is Dinotopia.
Oh, I just looked up
Spider-Man. Fucking
Cool.
Blade 2.
Whoa,
The
Blade 2? Some people say Blade 1 is better than Blade 2, but I like Blade 2.
Blade 2 isn't bad.
I've never seen any of the Blade movies.
You gotta watch Blade!
Yeah, otherwise, how do you know what's going on in Deadpool vs. Wolverine?
Yeah!
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
No, I got the impression that Blade's a vampire hunter.
He's the Daywalker.
Yeah. That's like his whole thing.
And let's see. I think Davey should have died at the beginning sequence after ingesting that much alcohol.
Oh! I thought you
He had what, 13 beers?
I thought you were critiquing
He had
the movie.
5
It would be better if he
Scorpion
was dead.
bowls, which I believe they're like a mixed drink, but it's a bowl, so it's a lot of alcohol, and those are like to be
bowl?
shared with people. So
Jamie, look it up.
Definitely should be dead.
Who am I?
He's a long-time alcoholic, though.
He's a long time
First time
OC kind
caller.
of guy.
I don't know.
I like what he did with his car there too, as well. Like when he just starts like.
That's a shirt.
He's just telling his car good night. What's the big fucking
He's
deal?
trying to fuck his car. Leave him alone.
I don't want to go
Let's
home.
see. It is a mixed.
You are home.
I don't know what he's doing. It is a mixed drink, usually shared in large ceramic bowls. It's got some Puerto Rican rum, some brandy, some orange juice, some lemon juice, some you use that. You say that one.
No.
Okay.
Really shows that guy doesn't know how to read.
Orgeat syrup.
It's a very weird word.
And you combine it with 2 scoops of shaved ice in a blender. And then you pour additional ice cubes in for some. It's usually for 3 to 4 people.
So he drank
4 of those.
He drank 5.
5? I can't remember.
Yeah, he said 5 Scorpion bowls, and they're for 3 to 4 people. So into 15 to 20 drinks. God damn, boy.
Yeah, and that's why he couldn't drive.
Oh, obviously he was trying his best.
He wouldn't drive. No, Davey wouldn't drive.
You know, it's funny. We never see his car again.
It also probably burned down.
I love that image of the
assuming he
guy
lost
dumping
the heat.
gas on the
He's
fire with
lost
the
the
jockstrap
jockstrap.
hanging out of his mouth.
Dude, maybe he was wearing the jockstrap so no one would know who it was.
Yeah, that's it.
Dude, okay,
He didn't
I never
finish
talked
it. That
about
wasn't
this.
complete.
I didn't talk about this, but
Okay.
Davey was like, he was clean with basketball. I thought he was going to get his ass handed to him. I thought it was going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, I'm so good. He gets out there and gets his ass kicked, and then he has to go, get better. But no, he was good. He was crispy.
Crispy
this kid could have gone pro. I'm for sure.
He should have, but then his parents unfortunately died.
Then his dad died.
But then his dad's dead.
Oh, God damn it! I tell you, one
It's
person
his
likes.
dead dad.
I tell you, one person likes the bit, and now you're gonna overrun the damn show with it.
Let's go! All right, rebranding. Dead Dad is the new name of the podcast.
Every movie we watch has to have a dead dad.
It's the perfect premise. Everyone has a dead dad.
If you watch Atlantis, his dad's dead in that, I think.
His dad's dead.
Atlantis is good.
I don't know if Spirit has a dead dad.
I mean, do we see the dad in the movie, because Spirit has a dad.
We see the mom.
The dad.
But his dad is probably
killing
just a wild stallion running around fucking bitches.
Yeah. Star Wars.
Untamed, free to roam. Well, no, a lot of people's dads are alive in that one.
Well, but the main guy's dad is dead. Or dies in the end.
No.
And technically, Anakin Skywalker's been dead forever. But then he comes back and dies.
Anakin doesn't even have a dad.
Technically, his dad's Palpatine.
Unless you're one of those guys that thinks Qui-Gon Jinn got freaky, but hey,
No.
that's up to you.
Canonically, Palpatine is the dad because he in the book it says he manipulated the Force into creating Anakin.
That's stupid.
Yes, it is.
He knows how to.
Star Wars is
the
dumbest thing.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter is like the second dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, kind of. Well, it's because they're the same movie.
It's the same movie. Listen, there's only one franchise that matters, and that's Narnia.
And their dad is also dead.
So good.
Their dad dies in the war.
Oh fuck!
I thought he was just fighting in the war.
No, I
thought his dad was. I thought the dad was the lion.
No, that's the representation. That's the representation.
Yeah, it's Jesus.
Hold on.
And
He's also our father who died.
Is Narnia a Christmas movie? Santa Claus himself does show up, and
Santa Claus, and he does give them gifts.
Yes, I would say Narnia. The first Narnia can be considered a Christmas movie. I think.
All right.
The second one's Halloween.
Yes, because Caspian's a fucking jokester. Get out of here with that shit. I don't. Nah, Caspian's
Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and Voyage of Dawn Shredder.
That is the fucking worst one.
I saw the first one and the last one.
More like dog shit Shredder.
The Dawn Shredder is like the St. Patrick's Day of holidays.
Yeah.
It's known, but some people really like it. Some people just don't care for it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because it's dog
fucking
shit.
celebrate St. Patrick's Day this
Let's
year.
go.
We're gonna go fucking hard in the paint. Anyway, I know I wanted to talk more about flaws, but at the same time,
Damn.
Sorry, I unplugged my headphones. I had a question for the audience.
I had a question for the audience, so I fucked the audio for a second there.
I thought I'd get your attention by screwing.
I'm just waiting for them to play Gangnam Style.
My wife has been really annoyed with me recently.
See, Joe got it on too. That's an old bit.
Why has your wife been annoyed with you?
Because we'll just be sitting there minding our own business, and then I just go, "You like jazz?" And then she just, yells.
Did it again, you fucking asshole.
She just doesn't care for jazz. Why do I keep bringing this up?
Why am I married to a woman who doesn't like jazz?
Is that where that bruise came from?
Yeah.
One on my chin. No, this is just a shadow, like the hedgehog, I think. Or it's my little beard hairs.
That's a soul patch you're trying to grow. You can't fool me.
God. He's gonna be one of those cool dads someday.
Dude, if I had a soul patch, I would kick ass. You wouldn't be able to handle it. That's why I can't grow one. It'd be too powerful otherwise. You know what I'm saying, Hoss?
I don't like the facial expression he gave during that. It was very deadpan. I could feel the emotion.
I think the podcast is better if at least one of us doesn't like the movie.
Well, yeah, because we end up... Here's the problem, though. Because we end up not talking about the movie because we all go, the movie kicks ass and it's good and we all like it.
And it's good and it's delicious.
And we think it's bad if we start talking about bullshit because we don't know what else to talk about. But some listeners, our favorite one out there, loves it when we just sit here and talk about bullshit. I don't know if I'd say he loves it. I talked to him and he's like, I like it when you guys just get off track and just start talking about shit.
I'm just gonna say it. If I don't like the movie, but no. Here's the thing: if y'all don't like a movie I pick, it's not funnier. As good right. Because I just start personally attacking you and not trying to critique your.
I'm glad you recognize that you're the problem in those episodes. Because I will. Jesus Christ! What the fuck is happening over there?
Because no, Shaggy. Because when Jobe picks a movie and we don't like it, he just kind of tries to give us reasons of why we should like it and why we're stupid.
Cool. Like Beekeeper.
I pick a movie.
You mean I try to fucking argue my point?
Yeah.
God, can you imagine on a podcast?
And then I pick a movie and nobody likes it, and I go, okay.
So, I guess what we're getting at is...
And I go, that's your prerogative.
I guess what we're getting at here is all our episodes are bad.
Yes, 100%, but it's funny.
Okay, I feel like our Power Rangers episode
Was really funny.
good.
I should go back to that
shit.
one.
Freya, come here, baby.
So...
Tell your friends.
we're so overall,
Come here.
I didn't get too much into complaints, and I'm going to come out and say it. If you don't have a weird obsession with this movie like I do, or a very immature sense of humor like these two, it might not be for you. But it is for me, and I love it. It's one of my favorites, and it gets an 8 for me.
An 8 from Jobe. Nice.
Yeah, come here, baby.
I don't think I could go higher than that, just because there are some very egregious flaws.
Yeah,
Freya
so
was
it's
clearing their throat.
It was really funny.
Good girl.
It's a little heartwarming, but the fucking deer freaked me out too much. I'm gonna give it a 6.5, 5.5, 6.6, 8.9.
He hates you. Take it personally, quick.
You bastard!
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty funny. I was going into this like half as a bit, half as a it's not a perfect movie. I'm gonna give it also an 8, one for each crazy night.
You bastard.
Jobe didn't premise why he gave it an 8, so it's my thing now. If he takes it, he's a bastard, man.
You know what? I'm changing mine. I'm sorry. 7.122.
He went up for you.
Take it
Take it personally.
Man, happy Hanukkah.
Hell yeah.
Don't you wish I hadn't been so darn busy at the hardware store? I had time to come up with a great one?
I hated that, actually. That part I thought was kind of stupid.
Why? You like Eleanor going, yeah.
Well, it led to all the stupid and unreasonable reactions to it, because there's that guy just going to and he doesn't stop for the rest of the movie. But I will say there is one part we didn't talk about that I thought would get brought up, and it's when Eleanor is going through this whole thing through the entire movie trying to figure out who stole her wig. Some middle-aged man shows up towards the end and goes, "Are you Eleanor?" And she's like, "Are you the man who stole my wig?" And he's like, "Actually, I am. I always felt bad for being such a shyster when I was a kid." And she went, "Oh, okay." And she jumps it up and he kicks him in the mouth and he gets knocked out, and I think it's pretty cool. It kicks a lot of ass, like she does.
It was kick-ass. Next week we're watching the Jim Carrey Grinch.
The kick-ass.
How the Grinch stole Christmas.
Jim stole Carrie.
If you really want, you can watch all 3 versions. I won't, because I hate you specifically. There's the animated one.
The newer animated one I forgot about.
The Benedict Cumberbatch.
Whoa, wait.
The best one is the one with Boris Karloff.
I don't know him.
He played Frankenstein.
In what?
Frankenstein.
Whoa. Wait, did he play Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster?
Shut the fuck up.
Anyways.
Waka waka.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Film Bluffs Pod. We are Film Bluffs. We loved having you here, Jabrona Crime. Jabrona Crime Primes. Stay safe and have a good one. Everybody wave.
Get crazy 8 nights a week this week.